I'm making something pretty fun. I think kids are going to enjoy this one. It's pizza burritos. So I have got my wraps here, but we're going to start off with our beef mince, putting that onto sear and saute. I've got that nice and hot, so we've got a good sizzle there. Got a little bit of spray oil in the bottom, and we just want to get a nice crust on this beef. We're going to flavour it up, of course. Whilst that's starting to cook, I'll show you the other ingredients. So, pile of wraps here. I've cut them in half, and we are going to be folding these up in this motion like that, making little triangle pockets, and that's where our beef is going to be going. Now, mine are actually quite small ones. I do think this recipe will be better if you have larger tortillas. But these are the ones I've got, so I'm going to work with these, but they won't fill it quite as well, unfortunately. But we're going to go for it because I've planned this recipe, so let's carry on. So to flavour up my beef mince, I'm going to go in with garlic granules. So I want around a tablespoon of smoked paprika and a tablespoon of garlic granules. We're going to season it also with some salt, and then some black pepper. And then the herb that I want to use for this is oregano. So a good teaspoon. Let's give that another little stir. Make sure that's not sticking too much. And just break it up as you're cooking it. I've got some grated cheeses here. I've got cheddar and mozzarella. You can use whatever cheeses that you like. And then I've got a tomato sauce. Now, you can buy a pizza sauce in most supermarkets. It's pretty readily available. If not, you can make your own. So I have just put in here passata, a heaped tablespoon of red pesto, because that's something that we really enjoy in this house, salt and pepper, and then I just put some Italian mixed herbs. Now, I've given that a taste, and it tastes great. So that is good to go. So you just really want to brown this beef off the best you can, breaking it up, because we're not doing any other process with this beef other than baking them right at the end. So you want this beef basically cooked when it goes into your little burrito. So my beef is nicely cooked just as I want it. So let's take one of our tortilla wrap halves. I'm going to put a little bit of our tomato sauce just in there. Then I'm going to grab some of the beef. As I said, these ones are quite small, so they're not going to hold a great deal in these ones, as you can see, but we can make lots of them. And then you want to just top that with a little bit of your cheese. You can mix it up like I am, or you can just use one cheese in each. And then we just fold that half over there and that half over there. Push the filling in, make sure that it's staying in best you can. And then into my Ninja tin, I'm going to put that side facing down just so it holds everything in. And we are going to layer them up all inside of here. So obviously you don't want to watch me making all of those. I'm sure you've got the gist of it. You can always, watch that again. I'll do one more just to make sure. So like our little triangle of our sauce. We are going to be topping these as well at the end, which obviously I'll show you. Then with our beef. Kind of have to do it by eye, really. Try and just judge how much you can get on there. And then the cheeses. And then we're going to wrap that up into our little triangle. Push it in. Any bits that are trying to escape. And now let's sit that in the Ninja tin. I'll be back in 5 minutes. So here we are, all layered up. As I said, it would look a lot better if you had big tortillas and you just had maybe like 8 of them flat in the bottom. But it still works with the small ones. Obviously, they're just layered up a little bit more. So what I do now is I top these with the remainder of my tomato sauce. I'm just going to spread that out so that we get a little bit on each. Make sure that you get some on those bottom ones a little bit as well. And always sort of lift it up and tuck it under. And you can use as much of the sauce as you like. I like them just to have a small layer over the top. Just keeps them nice and moist while you're baking, adds flavour. And then you can add in your cheese, and we're going to then bake this until the cheese is melted, it's nice and oozy. We've got a nice golden crust to the top of this. It's going to be absolutely delicious. I'm going to serve it with some salad tonight. Let's get that in the Ninja on bake. So I put it onto 180 bake, and let's see where we're at. Beautifully crispy. Look at those. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to get them out. They look ready. So I would say sort of 5 to 10 minutes. Mine have had 6.5 to 7. They've been in there, and they look really, really yummy. Here they are, all cooked, lovely and crispy on the top. That cheese has melted, lovely. As I said, I've got a bit of salad and coleslaw to serve up with these. Let's get one out and let me show you inside. So I've just served mine up. To be honest, I'm probably going to go back for some more. When you cut into these, obviously you can grab these with your hands if you want to. We've got that lovely beef. We've got the cheese in there and that tomato. Let's give it a taste. Looks good. Cheese is all stringy. Oh, yum. They are absolutely delicious. Please don't forget to hit the like button for me and subscribe as well to my channel. If you are interested in any of my cookbooks, head over to my website www.susannahskitchen.uk.